So the debt crisis in America is getting worse, guys, from student loans to credit card loans, personal loans, bad car loans, you name it. People can't stop getting into debt. And this is exactly what we're going to cover in this video. So hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We're so close to 1,000 subs, and let's get into it.
Everyone's always like, Brenda, why are you working so hard? Why are you doing a full-time job and posting on TikTok all the dang time? It's because I have $78,327 in student loans. And you want to know how much unpaid interest I accrued in the month of February? $523.93. And this is me paying at least a minimum of $2,000 per month. Started with a little bit over $150-something thousand because I had the bright idea of going to grad school so that I can graduate in a healthcare job to help people, but not get paid enough for the amount of student loans I had to take out. Now, my fault, I went to a private university, but still, it shouldn't be this hard to pay off student loans. But based on my PT salary alone, there is absolutely no way that I could pay this much with just that salary alone and live a breathable, decent life. Make it make sense?
That's the part right there. That's the part that sucks. People get into so much student loan debt, $80,000, $100,000, $150,000, even more, right? And then they get out of college, get a job, right? And then they realize, oh my gosh, I can't even comfortably pay this student loan and live a comfortable life. It's just not possible, right? So it's a brutal reality for people after college, and we covered this in my last video. Make sure to go check it out, where we talk about if college is a scam, and it's bad, man. And if you have high interest student loan debt, it keeps on ballooning. You pay it off, you think you're paying it off, but the interest keeps on piling up and you're not making any progress. So yeah, if you're going to college, if you're taking on a ton of student loan debt these days, you have to make sure you're in an industry where you're going to make enough money to justify it, to justify your ROI on that degree, right?
I'm 31, I'm single, I live alone, and I have $29,445 in credit card debt. I've honestly never said that aloud before, and I'd be lying if I didn't think it was a little embarrassing and also really shameful. 2 credit cards, one with Capital One, one with Bank of America. Capital One has the lower balance, so my goal is to make an additional $200 payment a month to Capital One, and then snowball that with the Bank of America one. If all goes to plan and I continue making the additional $200 payments a month, I can have both credit cards paid off by December 2027. I know that's almost 3 years away, and who knows, maybe I will pick up some extra income or figure out a way to pay more towards my debt, but as of right now, $200 is what I can afford. I'm going to pay off this debt by 2027, no ifs, ands, or buts. Been carrying this debt around, and it's honestly been a huge toll. Barely making the minimum payments, but enough is enough. I need to get this under control. It's honestly consuming my life. No one but to blame but me, but I'm ready to pay this off and be debt-free. Well, with credit cards.
So that's good. It looks like she's fed up. She's done. She's over the credit card debt. And that's a very good first step to actually getting it paid off, or starting to get that ball rolling to eventually get it paid off, which she has a plan. It seems like she's going to get it paid off by December 2027. It might seem like a long time, 2-3 years, but in the grand scheme of things, that's not too bad. When you dig yourself into a mess, you get 20, 30K of credit card debt, especially. You don't want high interest credit card debt, guys. When you get in that kind of mess, 2 to 3 years is not that bad to get out of that mess, right? And she has a plan. That's good. Now she has to stick to the plan. We'll see. Good luck to her.
I put myself into debt, $45,000 worth of debt, not including my car note. With my car note, it's $55,000. No one forced me. No one tricked me. I did that to myself. For a long time, I really just wanted to blame this situation on everybody else except for myself. I would say things like, oh, I had to spend money because of this, or I had to spend money because of that. But I just never knew how to handle my money. And that's just the facts. And I made really bad choices, plain and simple. Now I'm the one paying for those choices, literally. And instead of running from it, because I've been running away from it for almost a year and a half now, I'm facing it. No more excuses. The best part about my journey is that I'm trusting God through it all. I know that He's going to allow me to see a victory through this. And I want you guys to come on this journey with me, where we put our faith in God, we make better decisions, and we hold ourselves accountable. If you've ever made bad decisions with your finances, let's be real about it. What's one financial mistake you've made before?
There you have it. There you have it. Another person taking accountability, realizing the situation, and, well, starting to take action to pay off the debt. So that's what you have to do. You guys that are in denial, in the back of your head you're in debt, but for some reason you're in denial. You're never going to get out of debt. You have to realize, okay, I'm in debt. It's my fault. I need to make a plan and get out of debt. And the most important thing, or one of the most important things that you can be doing, that you should do when you're paying off debt, is not continuing to get into debt, right? So it's funny. People, they're like, oh, I have this credit card, I'm going to pay it off. But while I'm paying this off, I'm loading up on this other credit card, right? It's like you're rowing a boat and then you're punching holes into the boat at the same time, or you're shooting holes into the boat at the same time. You're not making progress. You're paying off debt, but you're also getting into debt. So if you're getting into this debt payoff journey, don't use credit cards anymore, period. At least for that time period that you're paying off debt. Maybe later down the road, you can get back into credit cards, even though it's probably not the best thing for most people. That's critical, man. If you're getting out of debt, stop using debt.
As of today, I am currently in $94,609.58 of debt. Yes, I know, that's a lot of debt. Here's how it's kind of broken down. I owe about $81,000 for student loans, about $8,000 left on my truck loan, and then I have about $5,000 of credit card debt. I am really starting to get tired of having this kind of looming over me. It doesn't help me sleep at night, so I decided to start a series on paying off the debt, and I want you guys to come with me. So here's kind of my plan to pay it off. I think number one, and most importantly, I'm going to make an effort every day to pay it off. That's kind of step number one. Step two, is a side hustle called couch flipping. I've been doing it for about 4 years now. It's good money. It's just kind of inconsistent. It just involves flipping furniture. And then besides that, I'm going to use these apps to make some money when, I'm not flipping couches. The way I'm going to break this down, I do have my 9-to-5 job that covers my living expenses. Thank goodness. But with the extra money, I'm going to do a couple things with it. I'm going to split it half and half. Half of it is going to go towards my savings for a new car and just general stuff that I want. I think it's important to kind of stay motivated that way. And then the other half is obviously going to go towards paying down debt. I'm going to pay it off smallest to biggest, kind of. The first debt I have is an Apple Card. I have about $1,500 debt on that. I'm going to try to wipe that off really quickly. The other rest of the credit card debt is all on a 0% interest card. So I'm going to hold on to that for just a little bit longer. And then I am going to, put the rest on my truck and my student loans. For anyone that's curious, my student loans are at an 8.375% interest rate, and my truck is at a 6.14% interest rate. So yeah, that's me. Stay tuned. I'm going to post an update later today when I actually start going out and doing DoorDash and Uber Eats and stuff, and we'll try to find a couch to flip to hopefully get some of this paid off.
So yeah, this kid has a good head on his shoulders. A lot of debt, 90K debt, 100K debt, but I have no doubt he will get it paid off. He is working 9 to 5. He is doing side hustles, which is critical if you guys want to get out of debt faster, right? Work your 9 to 5 job and get a side income source, whatever it may be. In this case, he's doing Uber, DoorDash, couch flipping. Get some sort of side hustle and plow all of that money into the debt, and boom, it'll get paid off that much faster. And he said his car loan is at 6% interest. That's honestly not terrible. The student loan at 8.5%, that is pretty bad, not awful though. I've seen worse. So that's not too bad. And he said he's paying it off his debt smallest to largest. I like that. You might as well just knock out that $1,400 Apple credit card. You have the $8,000 other credit card you can work on after. So yeah, I think he's got a plan. He's ready to go. Kudos to him.
I have $30,000 in credit card debt. When they call, I tell them I can't pay it back yet. Credit card debt. Tomorrow I may buy myself a dining room set or this Boba Fett. Credit card debt, credit card debt, credit card debt.
So yeah, I figured I'd throw that one in here as I was looking through clips on TikTok to include in this video. That one popped up and it's funny. Sometimes there's a lot of truth in humor. A lot of the time, almost all the time, there's truth in humor. And It's funny, man. People just blow money knowing they already have credit card debt. They just keep on stacking it up, just from everyday buys they make or crap they see out in the store. They just buy it. So that that was a funny one right there. And let's get into the last clip now. But oh wait, by the way, make sure to subscribe. We're doing a cash giveaway at 1,000 subs, and hit that like button.
I'm 22 years old and I have $37,515 worth of credit debt. I also have a $7,992 student loan. I also still owe $55,829 on my car. In total, I have about $100,000 worth of debt. If you're anything like me, you haven't made any credit card payments in over 6 months. You have creditors calling you every single day, and you're feeling hopeless. But don't stress out, there's an answer to everything, and you'll get through this, I'll get through this, we'll get through this together. As of today, my credit score is a 498. So join me on this journey to pay off my debts. We'll see how high I can get my credit score. I'm also not here to give financial advice, obviously. I'd probably be the worst person for that, but if you want to watch me tackle this debt, I'll keep my TikTok updated.
So yeah, I didn't realize she was going to be the worst debt situation that we talked about today, but yeah, she's the worst by far. Who in their right mind would get a $55,000 car loan in their early 20s when they're not making that much money? I get it. If you're balling out, you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, millions a year, all right, go for it. Get a $50,000 car note. You can afford it. But if you're young, doesn't seem like she's making a lot of money, don't get a $50K car loan. Oh my God, man. Oh, the student loans, the credit card debt, her score is 490. My goodness, guys. It's a lot of it is our fault, right? For getting into debt, but a lot of it also is the car industry, credit cards, the allure of using credit cards, all these predatory car dealerships out there. I mean, who the heck gave her a $50,000 car loan? I mean, come on, man. How would she get approved for that? I mean, I don't even want to know the interest rate on that. But yeah, a lot of people, guys, are in crippling debt right now. That's the reality, clearly, based on the videos that we just saw and the blueprint to paying off debt. I mean, there's a lot of things to do, but you got to make sure overall you're making more money than you're spending, and then the difference from your income and your expenses, right? Take every dollar and pay off your debt with it. You know, your high interest debt, credit cards, personal loans, student loans, car loans. Pay it off as fast as possible, whether you want to do smallest to largest, you want to do highest interest to lowest interest, whatever method you end up doing, guys, start paying off debt. And the biggest piece of advice is, while you're paying off debt, stop using debt. You know, if you're paying off a credit card, stop using that same credit card, or else it's like you're spinning your tires in place. You're not getting anywhere. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to do that. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube. I appreciate all your support as always. And check out the next video right here, going over if college is a scam, if it's worth it. We'll talk about that in the next video. Check it out here. I'll see you guys there.